What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the FPL KNEEJERK stream for Sunday, game week 16. Keep forgetting which game week it is, because there's been so many in the recent weeks. Has not yet finished. We've still got West Ham versus Arsenal, but for me it's done. Got no more players. I'm all out on 58. The Christmas jumper is on. I'll tell you why. Because there's a storm in Ireland. I don't know what it's like in the UK. But in Ireland, there's a storm coming. There's an orange weather warning where I am. So hopefully the internet will hold out. And it's just been cold. It's just been a cold day no matter how much the heating's been on. And I needed a jumper. I've only got hoodies. And I don't have any other jumpers apart from Christmas jumpers. And I thought it is December. It's December the 8th, you know. We're only 17 days away. So it's on. I'm sure it will come out again. But I needed to stay warm to talk about FPL. So yeah, it was an interesting week. Mane completely missing out. At first, when people captained Mane, I was hoping it worked out for them because I thought they were quite brave. There's lots of rested rumours. But then when he missed out, I was thinking, I really hope he comes on for 1 point to kind of punish them. I know that's horrible, but I need the extra points. I need the game week rank increase. In fact, I'm sure virtually every single person that had Mane captain had Vardy vice captain, so kind of lucked out a bit there. So we'll talk about that now. Before we do, let's quickly talk about the stream sponsor, OneFootball. If you've not already checked them out, loads of good live scores this week for me, so I was happy about that. But the link is in the description below. You can just search OneFootball on the Android, iOS stores. Loads of team news, lineup news, general football news, live scores, and all that good stuff that you need over Christmas, especially with all the game weeks that are coming thick and fast. So if you've not already tried it out, it's completely free. Pretty much everyone that's commented on it to me has said it's really good for them. They're enjoying it. They've used it for a while, or they've just started using it. It's been really good. So free of charge, OneFootball on the iOS or Android stores. See what you think. Okay, straight in to my team. So I'm going to get Dendonka on for Mane. That is basically me all out. There is one thing I want to address. Okay, I need to address this now. Getting a lot of tweets saying that I've broken Lundstrom. There's a lot of comments in the chat saying that I've broken Lundstrom. Let's just look at this a second, okay? So, this is his last 7 game weeks. Okay? Last 7 game weeks. Get rid of my face. 7 game weeks. I got him in here for some good fixtures. He is blanked 4 times before I brought him in. I've not broken him. He's maybe just a bit rubbish. 6 blanks in 7 game weeks. Perhaps he's not the player we just play every single week. That being said, I'm definitely playing him this week and hopefully going to get some points. He could have had some attacking returns today, so potentially decent enough. But yeah, bit frustrated by him for sure. Man United defence looked pretty good, ready to get punished. I mean, to be fair, the Man United defence has looked okay all season. They've just not transferred that into FPL points. They always concede like 1 goal. So they've not conceded that many goals this season, I don't think. I've not checked exactly how it racks up against the rest of the league. In fact, I could check right now, just to have a look. Yeah, goal ruled out by VAR, but I think he also had a chance created for someone who cocked up. I can't remember who. Goals against Man United, 19. Okay, not too great, but that's the same as Man City. 5 more than Liverpool. So not a huge amount. Only 3 more than Sheffield United, who obviously we all say were defensive heroes. So yeah, look, there was a part of me that wanted to keep Maguire over this Christmas run. I haven't done it. I succumbed to Lundstrom, but look, hopefully he can get some points next week. But my week overall, like Soyuncu conceded. I wouldn't say it was a lucky shot. It was a nice shot by Grealish, but and obviously they did hit the bar as well. So Villa probably did deserve to score, but he could have got attacking returns. Like my 3 Leicester players, like I know Maddison got 9 and Vardy got 13, but having watched that game, I'm not happy with that points return. As an FPL manager, you should always want more, of course, but there's just so many opportunities when they just didn't play the right ball. Vardy got in behind, had to square it to, I think it was Iheanacho, and just didn't put enough pace on it. You had Vardy up against the last defender, I can't remember who it was. Maddison had the ball. Like, how many times does Maddison just not play the ball in behind? They could have played it anywhere in behind, and Vardy would have got there first. Just didn't do it. Maddison had a great shot that he just scuffed wide. should have put it away. Maybe Vardy should have just shot and not passed. So 9 points and 13 points from Vardy is excellent. But damn, they could have definitely had more. So I'm glad I didn't sell Maddison because I was tempted to get him in or swap him out for Ali. But again, he's returned. That's 1, 2, 3, 5 returns in the last 7 games. And he's got Norwich at home next. So absolutely no way to sell him. So yeah, it was quite a good week. Ings scored again. Only disappointment with Ings, he didn't get 3 bonus points. He dropped down to just 2. But that's 998 since I bought him in for Abraham. Abraham obviously missed the game, got 12 and then blanked. So really nice transfer that is. So I'll show you what my team looks like for next week. You should take in Rashford and Jimenez out and Kane in too. Still not interested in Kane. Don't get me wrong, did well against Burnley, but way too expensive to fit into my to forward line. Ali and Son. Frustrated I didn't go for them early. I kind of talked on Twitter at least about, and probably on stream stuff about selling De Bruyne. Because obviously had Man United, then Arsenal away, then Leicester at home, Wolves away. It's not great fixtures. And I don't have a huge amount of money tied up in him. I think he's still my best way right now to get Ali or Son. I don't think I'm going to do it this week though. I might wait till game week 18. I do have 2 free transfers, it must be said. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm thinking about just using 1 transfer this week, maybe Jimenez to Rashford, and then using 2 in game week 18, just decide on what to do then. Because obviously some of my players might get yellow cards, like Lundstram and Trent Alexander-Arnold are both 1 away from missing a game, so I want to be careful of that. Obviously possible injuries. Like I've had Ings for 3 games now, so I'm starting to get a bit worried about him. You don't want to ditch De Bruyne before Arsenal. No, I mean, De Bruyne, I said this before, he's such a frustrating watch from an FPL point of view. He should get more points than he does. And don't get me wrong, he gets a lot of points. He should get more. Am I going to sell Mane in game week 18? I don't want to be honest, no. Because I'm going to want him back. I have talked last stream that the fixtures are not fantastic for Mane after the blank. It's Leicester away, Wolves. Well, I'll put them up on stream. They're not probably the kind of fixtures you'd really want. So these are kind of next 7 or 8 or so. So obviously Watford definitely keeping him for that game should almost definitely start. Blank, and then it just gets a bit tricky, I think. Leicester, they're just all teams. I mean, Sheffield United might be alright. They've started shipping goals now. But you've kind of got top 6 teams or kind of best teams outside the top 6. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know exactly what to do there. Trent Alexander-Arnold could be sold potentially. Yeah, he's obviously the clean sheets just aren't there at the moment, and he would free up so much money. So I'm gonna have a think on that. I think the problem for my team, I'll show you my team for. We still haven't talked about Richarlison, by the way. He's doing really good at the moment. Big Dunk's in now. So my team looks like awesome for this week, I think. Like, I'm really happy with it. Obviously, no Spurs. I can still do De Bruyne to a Spurs mid, but they've got Wolves away. And I wouldn't necessarily expect them to put too many past them. So I think De Bruyne against Arsenal is fine. And there's probably a chance that Aguero is back as well, so that's going to help them. We'll have to see. I mean, Jesus has done fine, but he's still not Aguero. Now, whether Aguero will come straight back in, we don't know. But they need something different. Like it's not going right for City at the moment. What a win for Man United, by the way. Absolutely dominated those first 30, 40 fixtures. You read too much into fixtures. Yeah, and it works out a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. Spurs will score. Yeah, quite possibly, yeah. So will Man City, probably. Aren't Everton too inconsistent for Richarlison? I mean, the thing is, we don't know now because they've got a new manager, haven't they? So we don't know what they're going to be like now. Yeah, Pope is not good. I mean, obviously, if I could go back in time when I started talking about selling him for Guaita, I would have probably done it by now because obviously he's done good. But I think Newcastle at home, I have to keep him for that. I don't think that's a must sell. Maybe the week after. Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold replacement. Like I'm not 100% sure right now. Like if you look at again the fixtures, yes, I do like the fixtures. Yes, I am keeping Pulisic for Bournemouth at home. I have to, I think. Like he's been an extremely frustrating buy because he's blanked twice in a row. Since I've had him, he's blanked 3 times in a row in general. His underlying stats have been so good. He has been unlucky not to get a goal, I would say. But Bournemouth have been awful recently. I don't know if Ake is going to miss that next game, but they're looking pretty poor. So if I look at defence, so I'm probably looking at. Let me just look at the fixtures here. Leicester. Oh god. So hang on, let me show you this. Right. Oh, I feel like I've made it. I feel like I shouldn't have got Lundstrom. Look at this. So I went on the this is from Fantasy Football Scout, right? Season ticker. So this is from Gameweek 18. So that's when obviously Trent will miss out. Sorted by defence. Best defences. Look what's defences there. Man United. Should have kept Maguire. Look at all these games I could play him in. But I think Kelly, just to save some money at some point, might be a player that comes in for me. Should have just kept Maguire, shouldn't I? I knew he had some good games. Lundstrom better get something soon. The next 2 games, swear to God, he owes me all that pain and misery. I have another Christmas jumper, by the way, a blue one, a white one I've worn before, but I can't find it. Like, how do I lose a Christmas jumper? Especially when I don't think I really wore last year. I do trust him, yeah, but I don't trust him, but I'm hopeful. Yeah, Jota. If you sold Jota, that hurts. 2 goals, and he looked well for a period. He looked really good. I could do Lundstrom to Maguire. It's on. It's coming. What's up, Hamish? Need a purple and green. I need to get a Let's Talk FPL Christmas jumper. It's probably a bit late to be thinking about something like that. Damn, this jumper's nice. I need to get more jumpers. I've got too many hoodies. I need some nice warm jumpers for these horrible December nights. Now, she wouldn't have thrown it away. Because these aren't like... it's not like a tacky one. I mean, Christmas jumpers are never not tacky, I suppose. But this isn't like a... like a proper tacky one. Although I would love a proper tacky one, to be honest. Okay, what else have we got? But yeah, so my team... Right, I'm looking... I think I'm looking pretty good this week. Like, in terms of fixtures, anyway, I think Ings is in great form. Vardy, obviously, didn't need to tell you that. Pulisic's got the fixture. Mane in great form and got the fixture. Maddison, great form, fixture. Trent, who knows? Hopefully he'll get some more attacking returns. Lundstrom, awful. Soyuncu, great defence, great fixture. Pope, hopefully he can redeem himself in this fixture. So I'm not giving up hope just yet. Let's remember, after the last 2... Obviously, yes, those that went greater... I need to figure out how to pronounce it, definite. Yeah, he's done pretty poor in the last 3, but it was 2 9-pointers before that. So he's averaged 20 points over the last 5 fixtures. Obviously, at some point you need another return. Newcastle at home could be the one. I have 1.6 million in the bank. So I can basically afford Maddison to Ali, can afford Pulisic to Ali, Jimenez to Rashford, Jimenez to Abraham. I don't think I can afford Ings to anyone. I mean, I don't want rid of Ings. By the way, shout out to Ings, who has just played 3 games in 7 days. Old glass legs himself. So Ings has West Ham at home, Villa away, Chelsea away, Crystal Palace at home. Pretty decent. I think I just keep him for now. Obviously, I keep him for now. It's getting too many points to not worry about. But again, though, talking about FPL managers always wanting more, at some point, surely he's going to get 2 goals in a game. Surely. Not that I'm going to complain at 8 and 9 points from him every week. So I could sell Mane, but who would I sell him for? I think that's my big thing. The one that I would probably want is Sterling, because I can get Ali or Son in for De Bruyne. Now I could double up on Spurs, But I just think Mane has just been too good. I don't really want to get rid of him. Even if the fixtures aren't fantastic. At some point Ings will blank, yeah, of course, but... KDB and Jimenez to Ali and Kane. Nah, I don't think I have enough money for that. I don't want Kane, honestly. I think it's too much money for me. Yeah, I do feel like I need to do something different soon. Like I haven't missed the boat on the Spurs mids. Like their fixtures are about to turn. Like everyone's going to get on them for sure if they're not already. So it's still worth picking up. But I didn't get in there early. I was late to Vardy. Okay, I got on Ings, but I mean that's not been. I mean, there's been good points, but it's not like he's not the game changer you need. Pulisic was an attempt to go a bit different. He's still owned by 15%, but it's not massive. And he's blanked twice. So I need the next big thing. But the thing is, I'm not quite sure what that is at this point in time. Like, and I feel a bit like a few weeks ago when I'm just behind on transfers. I've still got Pope. Again, I'm okay with it this week, but longer term, probably need to get rid of him. I don't have any Spurs midfielders. Jimenez is a bit of a weird one. Like he hasn't blanked. He's only blanked once since game week 8. No, sorry, twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In 9 games, he's blanked twice. So really, I don't know if I should be looking to get rid. But it is Spurs, Man City, and Liverpool. The only thing is for the only thing I would say is if you've not got many if you've not saved a free transfer, because I've saved one, so I feel like I'm a bit more flexible to do this move. He does have Norwich away in game week 18, so he is not a. Obviously, he's not a must-sell. In fact, you could almost say he's a keep because yes, he has Man City and Liverpool after that, but then it's Watford, Newcastle, Southampton. So it's not even that bad. I'll regret Rashford for the next 2. I kind of wish Marco Silva was still in charge because I do think that game against Everton has now got a bit tougher. But Watford away is pretty decent for game week 18. Then he's got Newcastle, Burnley, Arsenal. I think Arsenal's a fine fixture and Norwich at home, so pretty decent. I got quite a bit of money tied up in Jimenez as well. Yeah, Grealish looks good. I agree, they look like decent differentials. Everton, I've not checked the fixtures. Let me see. So obviously Richarlison has basically gone under the radar and smashed it this season so far, especially in recent times. Like he's blanked once in the last 5, scoring against Leicester, Liverpool, and Chelsea. So pretty decent. The co-op water is good. Look, I know you shouldn't buy plastic and stuff, but the water around here has been extremely cloudy recently, so had to buy some bottled water. I'll go back to the tap water soon. Jimenez is a good striker, but he's not as exposed. And also Rashford's on penalties as well. Man United are going to get quite a few penalties, I would say. When you've got players like James, Rashford and Martial running at defences, the penalties are going to keep coming. So I don't know, I feel like Rashford's a way I can buy a Man United player and it's okay to buy him. He just looks full of confidence right now. Like even the points he hasn't got in the last 2 games against Spurs and Man City, like he should have had more. He's getting so many chances. I could see some some people not liking him because we're going to play against defences that are going to try and defend deep. They're not going to attack like Man City, Spurs, so that's not going to help with a counter attack. So potentially that's a problem without someone like Pogba in the team. But I will say. Look, I'm not going to try and make him out like he's something he's not, but Fred has been doing okay recently. And he's turned into a bit of a playmaker from that kind of deep position. That's what we've been missing, someone to actually pass the ball forward. Give my boy Arslan a shout out at his work, still watching your stream. Going to get fired. Not a good reason to get fired. When am I looking to triple captain? I mean, should just triple captain Vardy, shouldn't I? Let's talk about captain. All right, who's not captain in Vardy this week? By the way, Fred is not must own. I'm not saying he's an FPL choice. That's more saying, it's good for Man United. That's one of the reasons Man United are playing well right now. Elephant in the room, no Abraham. Yeah, but I have Pulisic. I'm not too worried. Like, Abraham could do really well this week, don't get me wrong. But Ings has got West Ham, and, Ings is better than Abraham right now. I spoke about this on the preview last week. I cannot have everyone. And while I think Rashford, Vardy and Abraham is probably, right now if you could pick one, the best front line, I can't ignore the fact that Ings is scoring in every game. I know it's Southampton, it's not going to happen for the rest of the season, but I have to just ride the wave. Yeah, so I'm basically the same as Mr. Business Cat there. I had it on Mane. I even tweeted to say it's going to be very hard to not captain Vardy if he hauls. He then went and hauled. But Mane is like a calculated risk. It's a good fixture. Everyone's going to captain Vardy. Is it a way to climb up the ranks? But I just don't know if I want to. It's not even that I want. It's not even that I don't want to take a risk. It's just that Vardy is just so good. Who is to say Vardy doesn't get another double-figure haul against Norwich? Like, Leicester looks so good again today. Like, Ricardo, brilliant down the right. He presses the ball so high. That's how they got the first goal. Pressure in Mings. And then, no, was it how they got the first goal? I can't remember now. That was Iheanacho, wasn't it? I don't know. Either way, Ricardo was great. Soyuncu kind of read everything. Like, he's just in all the right positions, gets to the ball first, and he got Maddison just running the show up front. I'm in the top 10k. I'll play it safe. You should gamble. We'll see. We'll see. Soyuncu was close to scoring. But yeah, I'm tempted to captain Mane. We'll see. It's just, this is kind of the end of the run for Vardy, because I'm probably not going to captain Vardy for the next two after this. So it's almost like I give him one last run out. I think game week 18 is going to be an interesting one. That might be a good time to try and do something different. Maybe Rashford against Watford, potentially. Spurs versus Chelsea. I may have a Spurs player by then. I might do the De Bruyne to Son or Ali move in game week 18. We'll see. So potentially captain a Spurs player. I quite like the idea of either Jimenez versus Norwich if I still own him, or Rashford versus Watford. It's going to be an interesting week for captaincy. Captain Vardy regardless of the fixture until he blanks. I think I have to take. I mean, they are going to cause Man City problems. Man City are not finding it easy to defend right now. We saw what Man United did to them. So Leicester could do the same. But yeah, I think I'll probably take that fixture as a chance to do something different. The hack ruined your mojo. Maybe. I don't want to use that as an excuse though. It's frustrating. Obviously, like people are talking. I don't know. I think I see this a lot on Twitter. I don't know if people are actually looking at selling Lundstrom, or it's just people telling other people they shouldn't be selling Lundstrom. But obviously, if you got him for 4 million, it's not even a question. It's not even a discussion. You keep him. But for me, it's a bit different. Obviously, I pay 5 million for him. Should you persist with Zaha? I think he's just going to be a frustrating player to hold. He's going to be one. The thing is, you're going to be able to hold him for ages because he's always got another good fixture. But if you've got the money to move to someone else that you think is going to be better, I think you probably should make it at some point. But it's probably not a rush to. There's no rush to do it, right? He's got Brighton at home this week. Yeah, Trent could go at some point. I need to see what I can do with the money. Like, I can do some tinkering. Hang on. So let's say this week, right? Let's say I do Jimenez to Rashford. I'm not saying I definitely do it. Just chill. Chill for 1 sec. Let me move the chat so I can see it. Okay, so let's say I do it. So that leaves me with 0.1 million. Oof, it's because he's gone up in price. I need to check actually if he's going up again. So then next week, I mean, Pulisic, if he blanks, I think I have to get rid of him. He's going to be a frustrating one. So it's Son or Ali. I mean, Son has obviously made it a bit more difficult to make the decision, but Ali is cheaper. So then I have to find 1.1 million. Trent Alexander-Arnold out does that pretty easy. In fact, I could even go triple. Could do that. Keep what am I saying? Keep Maddison. I might just hold Maddison through these tougher fixtures. He's just been so good. 2 away games afterwards, but he's just ticking over so nicely and has done like all season. So something like that. Rashford in this week, Ali and Son in, but against Chelsea, not keeping many clean sheets though. And then you've got a nice run for Spurs. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's not just one Spurs player I need. Maybe it's 2. Maybe that's the differential. Yeah, Tomori maybe. I think. So with this team for this week, hang on. The stream is working fine. It just glitched. Yeah, I'll be honest. The internet, obviously, as you know, here is not great as it is, and there is a storm outside, and I have an air raid on the roof for the internet, so there's always potential for it to crash today. So just a heads up. Tielemans to Maddison on 2 sideways. I don't think it's. I mean, it is sideways, but I don't think it's that bad because Maddison is just ticking over, and Tielemans. I don't think Tielemans looked very threatening at all today to us. I mean, he still played really well. But from an FPL point of view, not really that impressed. Now, whether Maddison is the transfer is a different question because Norwich at home, great. But then Man City and Liverpool, not so good probably. Although neither can keep a clean sheet. So yeah, I think I can't remember where I was going now. I think the team for this week looks pretty good. Oh yeah, Tomori. So my hope is that every single one of my players will play this week. So I won't need Tomori. So I'm going to give this one more chance to see if he starts. Because Chelsea haven't defended too well the last couple of games when he's been out. So I'm hoping he'll come back in. Now obviously long term he might still be a problem. But if I can not transfer him out just yet, that would be good. I'll probably tomorrow or some point do a spreadsheet of my defenders and see which game weeks have got like bad choices basically and just go from there. But yeah, what I'd really love to see against Bournemouth is Rudiger comes back, he starts, who starts with him? That is the key for me. If Tomori starts with him, they get a clean sheet against Bournemouth, then that's a good thing. What I would say, Reece James has started again. Now, again, whether he will keep starting, I don't know, but it looks pretty good. And he's only 5 million, I think. I'm just checking now. Very attacking. Now, obviously, one thing to kind of say. So yeah, James has been starting on the right, and Azpilicueta has been playing left back. Obviously, the one thing to say about Reece James is, the one thing is you're still betting on a Chelsea clean sheet, of course. How many of them they'll get with their fixtures? I mean, we'll bring them up on screen. Maybe a few. I don't know. They're not like ideal fixtures. They're not ones where you think you absolutely have to own them. But so maybe you don't get them for Bournemouth. You probably don't want them for Spurs. But then Southampton's decent. Burnley's decent. Maybe a clean sheet in one of these games. But they're not fantastic fixtures. But yeah, I think James looks like maybe a shrewd differential potentially. 0.4% owned, 5 million. Could get on him early at some point after Spurs. So yeah, my plan is basically, I mean, I could stick with this team. I've got 2 free transfers I could stick. Obviously, with those transfers I've just talked about, though, that does mean keeping Pope for a bit longer. I was starting looking at the fixtures. I'm thinking, well, after Newcastle, it is Bournemouth, Everton, Villa. Although only one of them's at home. Maybe I could hold them a bit longer. But yeah, who I would bring in for? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Game week 18. I'm going to bring in Maguire for Lundstram. Just you watch. Maguire for Lundstram. Just get him back. Imagine the comments. Reece James is 5 million. Son Ali double. Yeah, I like it. It's very hard to argue against Spurs right now. I don't think they're being lucky. They're playing extremely well. Both attack it. I mean, which one to get? The price difference would always make me swing towards Ali. But I don't know. Son then goes and what? Did he score twice and get an assist? He got 3 attacker returns, I think. Yeah, very good. It's hard to pick between them. Could just get Martin Kelly, of course, save a shed load of money. That could be nice too. If you haven't already, by the way, make sure to give the stream a thumbs up. Always appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new around here. And also click the little eye in the top right hand corner. There are polls today. Basically, from what I can see, there is no way to do polls. You know, like sometimes you see you see the stream is coming later on. Like it tells you, like sets a reminder. I can't do that and have polls. So annoying. So I did it the old way. There's polls today. Should De Bruyne be sold? What to do with Pulisic? So most of these are related to my team, although I only picked the Pulisic one. The rest came in questions on Twitter. So should KDB, De Bruyne be sold? What to do with Pulisic? The best Spurs midfield option? And is it time to sell Jimenez? I do like Son. I should have him in. I think that's my plan though. Go without him. Hope that yeah, Aurier's a potential. I just don't know if there's many clean sheets in that Spurs lineup. Sorry, with the fixtures they've got. But I mean, he is nailed. Like he's playing every single game, so he could be an interesting one. Could be frustrating. How many points is the cut-off? I have no idea for the cup. But yeah, I quite like the thought of that. But I don't know. I just know that the thing is, if I sell Trent in the blank, he has got 2 home fixtures coming up after the next 3. After the blank in the next 3, Sheffield United and Wolves. Could be some clean sheets there. I mean, Liverpool's really good run of fixtures starts in Gameweek 25, so we're a little while off worrying about that yet. You got your Rose 10. I'm only messing about Maguire. But the fixtures are good. The fixtures are good. Maybe I get Luke Shaw in. No Lucas. To be fair, actually, Lucas Moura is an interesting one because he only missed 1 game. He's played every other one. But do you want that worry every time the lineup, the team sheet comes out? Like I'm sure Son and Ali might get rested at some point, but not to maybe the same extent. Sorry, to Lucas Moura. Or should you keep Callum Wilson? I really feel like Bournemouth assets are just sell, even if they got good fixtures, which I haven't double checked, but. There's so many good forward options. I don't see how you can keep Callum Wilson. Now I didn't see the game at the weekend. Maybe he looked good, but yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, Bournemouth just awful. When was the last time he scored? Wait, the weather outside, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but it is awful. Grealish in Game Week 18, yeah, so Villa's fixtures, let's bring him up. There's a lot of people talking about Grealish. I don't know if I'm going to get him because I just don't know if he really fits in with who I want to buy. But yeah, the fixtures are pretty nice. This is Aston Villa's fixtures, so I think if you think they could maybe turn around some clean sheets, then someone like Matt Target, he looked pretty attacking. He's also on some set pieces as well. I don't think he takes all of them. I'm trying to remember today. Grealish has 4 yellow cards. Maybe something to think about. But the fixtures are pretty nice, so I can see why people are looking at him. I am thinking of selling De Bruyne. Yeah. Pulisic, I think, is going to be sold for a Spurs mid, if anyone. The key question for Pulisic is because I'm definitely going to keep for Bournemouth. What do I do if Pulisic scores? What if he gets a double-digit haul? What do I do then? Then I'd be tempted to keep him. Maybe I should. Jimenez captain Game Week 18. I don't think it's a bad shout, to be honest, even though I might sell him. It'd be nice to have Rashford in, wouldn't it? Anyone can get a double-digit haul. Not Lundstrom in the last 5 weeks. Sell De Bruyne. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe just get one Spurs mid. I don't think Pulisic was a knee-jerk, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. Can it be a knee-jerk when they blanked? I got him after a blank to West Ham. Is that a knee-jerk? Don't think so. If I still had Salah, what would I do with him? I would 100% keep him for Watford. I mean, him and Mane could be rested again. It seems unlikely, though. I mean, let's see what happens in the Champions League. Don't you know that's a bit too... Like, when I talk about Lundstram, I'm messing, right? Everyone gave me so much grief for not having Lundstram. I'm playing along. He's now a fraud, etc. Don't take it to heart. If you got him for 4 million, he's great. You know, he should absolutely be in your team. He should be going absolutely nowhere. But for me, he's a 5 million defender. Imagine this. Imagine what? All the people. Thoughts on Aubameyang? Let's see how he looks against West Ham. I think it's hard to say when he hasn't played this week yet. Again, I think he's a bit like Kane. Like, even if he does well against West Ham, he's so expensive. He's so expensive. There's just so many good, cheap forwards. Like, I really haven't felt the need to have more premium players, personally. That could be a bit of a differential. Maybe Frederick Lundberg will turn it around, but it didn't look good in the last game. Will they look good against West Ham? I don't know. You're always stressed out when you bench Lundstram. Yeah, I mean, he's got Villa at home, then Brighton away, then Watford at home. So good till game week 19. Obviously, one yellow card and he could miss it. But then after that game week 19 game, he plays Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City in the next 5. That could be a time to get rid. What would I say my move this week is? Probably Jimenez to Rashford. You know, is Rashford against Everton, given how well Everton did against Chelsea, better than Jimenez against Spurs? Maybe not, to be honest. But I need you to transfer this week. My team is not good enough to burn a transfer. If I was sitting at 10k, would you play safe or be risky and play your own game? I mean, I tend to, personally, like, for me specifically, I tend to play quite safe anyway. So if it was in the top 10k, I definitely would. I think you can always be on the lookout for a, you know, like I said, everyone's got or is getting a Spurs mid. So maybe the differential there is to get 2. So I think that's like a calculated, I wouldn't even call it a risk, but it's a bit of a calculated punt there. It could get you higher up even if you're in the top 10k. You might need a defensive transfer if Trent and Lundstram get yellows. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons that I'm going to hopefully save a transfer. De Bruyne is dropping, Sun is rising. Yeah, that's frustrating. Let's see if I will lose money on that. I got De Bruyne at 10.1, so yeah, as soon as he drops, I lose 0.1 million. But I can't do it. I don't want to do it this week. I mean, I kind of do, but I'm not gonna. Bournemouth's fixtures are amazing from Game Week 20. Maybe they have looked better by then, but it's not looking good right now. I can hear the rain in the mic when I don't talk. So bad. You think getting rid of all Liverpool, Mane and Trent for Game Week 18 because a long-term fixture is too risky? I mean, this is exactly the same as the recent Man City discussion. You know, everyone said, is it risky to not have Man City players? You've got to weigh up the players individually. So Trent's not getting clean sheets, so he's relying on attacking returns. And don't get me wrong, he's very good for that. And obviously, you know, when at some point he's going to get an attacking return and a clean sheet and bonus points. He's going to absolutely smash it. But you know, is he good value for money? Probably not right now. So could you sell him? Of course, get a defender in that's going to do better maybe. Mane, obviously, yes, same thing. Is there a player out there that you think is going to outscore Mane over those fixtures? If yes, go for it. Mane's a tricky one for me. The thing is, I kind of like the squad structure for him. So if I do want to sell him on, I can get pretty much any other midfielder. And I just think Liverpool are going to continue to score goals, him included. So I probably would, personally, I won't be looking to get rid of him. If you think there's another player out there that will do better, absolutely go for it. Trent out before Gameweek 18. I mean, there's no reason to get rid of him this week. Again, a bit like Mane and Salah, it seems almost... they're just not going to get rested again. Surely. Oh yeah, my mic is fine. Just saying, the weather's really bad. We'll do the polls very soon. I'm going to shout out to the Patreon supporters. All the producers are on screen now. I'll actually just bring up the league really quick. So this is the December Patreon League. Don't know if it's been updated yet. Let's see who's here. So pretty decent scores so far. Nice 70 for Jeremy today. I think that's updated today. Espen's the man who's been giving me workout advice. Shout out to him, absolute legend. And then pretty close basically behind Jeremy. But it's a nice little lead so far. So that's the December league. If you want to get involved, there'll be another league in January. If you sign up now, you get access to the Slack room as well. So shout out to all the producers on screen. And shout out to Doyon K, who upped his tier from the $5 to the producer level today. So thanks very much for that. Thanks for everyone for your support. And if you want to check it out, a link is in the description below as always. Liverpool playing Qatar on Tuesday, so some might get arrested. They might do, but I mean, for me, that's a great fixture at Anfield. The total's not updated. Fair enough. Need to do the streams later, you know. It's a great fixture. It's at Anfield. There's potential for a good load of points. I just don't think this is the time to take out Liverpool players. Sure, before 18, but not before 17. Also worth saying, I know I keep saying Liverpool have only got 2 clean sheets. They've actually got 3 now, I think. I think it's 3. Just Trent wasn't on the bloody pitch. Typical. At least he came on for 1 point. What about getting some Man United players? This is what I'm talking about. How about some Man United players? This is what I've been waiting for. That game was so good against Man City. So good. I mean, Man City could have scored more, but yeah, decent. I mean, to be honest, I was actually quite happy that Trent came on because Tomori didn't play, and I don't even know if Diop's going to play. So my team is potentially, as benches go, is not looking good. Let's spend the next 15 minutes talking about Man United. Is Jimenez dropping tonight? I'm not sure. I need to check though, because if I don't want to make early transfers, and given I've got 2, I probably shouldn't. Oh, Jimenez could drop. Rashford's not going to rise though. Let me check how much money I've got wrapped up in Jimenez. See if this drops matters. Oh, it does. Once Jimenez drops, I lose 0.1. And De Bruyne is dropping as well. I'm going to lose 0.1 on him too. That's annoying. I think I have to wait. I can take that drop on Jimenez. I can still get Rashford in. I've got to wait till the European matches are gone. It's annoying. To be honest, this is what my plan will probably be. I'm going to do Jimenez to Rashford. I'm going to have to wait. And if I get stuck for money, I'm going to just bring forward the De Bruyne to Son transfer, which is also getting pretty close, by the way. Or De Bruyne to Ali, maybe. But either way, I'll fund it with a Spurs mid. I ain't waiting. All the tiers and stuff for patrons are all in the description below. It's all there, all listed out if you want to go and have a read. Do it now, your team value is terrible. Nah, not happening. I'm going to wait. Don't sell Jimenez. Here's the question for you then. Let's say... let's say... I don't do Jimenez to Rashford. What transfer do I make this week with that team? Why would Jimenez drop? He already dropped last week. He dropped before the weekend. It looks like he's going to drop again. I mean, like I said, seven attack and returns in 9 games. Just not good enough for people. To be fair, there's lots of good options up front. Diop out for Kelly. That's so. But the thing is, like Diop out for Kelly, long term is probably okay. You get some money. But it's just such a slow way of playing. So if I'm going to want Rashford at some point, which I do, just do it now, I think. Yeah, I think I'll just do it now. Kelly's not a bad move. And Diop is a poor pick, but I don't have to play him. Like, I've got defenders playing Watford, Villa and Norwich. What do I need Kelly for this week? I'm not really sure what people want me to discuss with the cup. It's all automatic. I don't change my strategy for it. Job done. You're never going to want to play Diop though. No, you're right. I'm never going to want to play with Diop. Pulisic is a trap. Everyone's a trap. Alright, let's see. We're going to do the polls actually. I think we're going around with those questions. Hang on. Tomori to Aurier, not a bad shout. Feels like that's a bit more attacking than just getting Kelly in. But Kelly would save me some money. I do feel like I need to do that at some point. Alright, the polls are in. Should De Bruyne be sold? 47% just saying no. Just no, don't sell him, hold him. 27% on yes straight away and 24% saying yes after Arsenal. What to do with Pulisic? 61% saying hold versus Bournemouth. I think you have to do that. 28% though saying sell right now. 10% of you think he's a hold for the long term. Diop's additional pounds wasted on your bench. Every 0.1 counts. Yeah, maybe. And look, maybe if I want to do Jimenez to Rashford and I want to hold De Bruyne one more week, maybe I can do Diop to Kelly, but I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, to be honest. Best Spurs midfield option. 59% saying Son is still the man. 22% saying Ali. 17% just saying get both. And 4 people think no, Spurs is the way forward. Is it time to sell Jimenez? 39% saying basically hold until after Norwich. 35%, so pretty close, saying yes right now. And 25% saying no, just keep him. Keep him all together. So there you go. There are your polls. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I am wrecked. I need to get some sleep. And I think we've had a good few questions. Talked about a lot of stuff. I'm probably going to hold my transfers, even though the team value is not great. And I'll figure it out later in the week. If you haven't already, make sure to give the stream a like. Check out the links in the description for OneFootball, completely free app if you want to try it out. Patreon is there too. And I guess we could do like 5 minutes of whatever talk if you want. But for FPL, I think we can leave it there. I think we've answered a lot of stuff. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good crap. And we'll do it all. This week is a normal week, so Tuesday, team selection, game week preview on Wednesday, stream on Thursday, all the good normal stuff. If Pulisic starts midweek, you'll be concerned for the week. I'm not worrying about Pulisic. People have been saying he's going to miss the last 2 games. He's still starting. Can they afford to rest him after so many bad performances? I don't know. Anthony Joshua, I didn't watch it. It sounded like he did great though. Do I watch Arsenal Fan TV? No. Not really, to be honest. I think I'd say it's probably all the same as the last time I watched it. Have the last 2 huge results made you more convinced about Ollie? I mean, it's bought him some time. Like I wasn't ready to sack him anyway. But I want to see them perform like that in a non-big game. Do you know what I mean? It's no use beating Spurs and then beating Man City and then not getting 3 wins against Everton, Watford and Newcastle. There's no disrespect, but we should be going for 3 wins there and getting 3 wins most of the time. Obviously, Everton is probably going to be a bit more difficult now, but still. Is the dog scared of the storm? Not really. Her ears were kind of going a bit earlier, but she's kind of asleep. I look like Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. I know this is not going to be a compliment. Let me have a look. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? How is McGinn Scottish, not Irish? I mean, because he is. Was there an FPL meet-up in Bristol recently? There was. I think it was in October. Was I there? Yes. Is there going to be another? Probably. I'm having a Fantasy Football Scout Christmas do. I don't think so. I mean, they're a long way away from me. Best Christmas food. I mean, it is pigs and blankets. Come on. That is the one. Is working from home better than the other job? It's different. I mean, it's cool what I'm doing. Working from home is interesting, though. It's taking a bit of getting used to. What's my favourite exercise in the gym? I really like, for like non-big moves, so non-deadlift squats. I quite like squats, but for non-big moves, I really like incline dumbbell press. I don't know why. Change your background pic to a Christmas ad. The thing is, I don't make those background pictures. Someone else does, so I have to try and get them to do it. And, you know, busy man. Who's done enough for the channel already, to be honest. Your 5k overall, nice. How long have I been training? Like, since April 2018. Kind of gone a bit back and forth though. So, doing okay at the moment. We're now 38 days in a row with some kind of exercise. Do I have any Christmas candles? Don't think so. Do I do running? I mean, I'm still, yes. Basically, I've done some jogging the last couple of days and last week, but I'm still quite heavy, so it's not really good for my joints and stuff. So I'm taking it easy with that. Cardio workout in this weather must be tricky. What should go to? I just go to the gym. Just go and do row machine, bike, or whatever it might be. Like tomorrow I'll do weights, and then Tuesday I'll do bike, rower. Then the next 2 days weights again. Then back for rowing probably. Most of the time I do like walking and stuff on the weekends. Am I going to make a Christmas stream drinking whiskey like last year? I will do some streams over Christmas. As normal. I don't know when they'll be. I'll probably do one. It's probably more likely to be New Year's than Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Especially, obviously, it's not going to be Christmas Day. Loads of questions coming in now. Still over 1,000 viewers. Sorry if you're here for FPL stuff. There's been like 50 minutes of it, so if you want to go back and watch it. Am I going? What do I typically do on Christmas Day? Open presents, chill out, eat dinner. I think we're eating later this year. I'm kind of a 1 p.m. kind of guy, but my missus wants to do like 4 or 5 p.m. this year, so we'll see. Chill out with the kid, chill out with the dog this year, of course. Have some beer, all that good stuff. I don't like whiskey, by the way. So I know Stoichkov said whiskey. It was Disaronno. I don't like whiskey. Do I follow any diet? I mean, during the week I'm pretty strict. Porridge, lunch, and like lunch for the next 3 days will be chicken, a roasted chicken. Just pick it apart. Chicken, potatoes, broccoli, carrots, and then whatever we have for dinner. That'll be it for the next 3 days. Alright, Disaronno for the win. Exactly. We don't want you to sleep. Yeah, I am pretty tired. Do I like nibbles? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Love a good cocktail sausage on Christmas Day. Pigs and blankets are so good. And every year, like, we should have these more often. We shouldn't just have them at Christmas and then you just have to wait until the next year at Christmas to have them again. One of my mates, I don't know who's watching. Koosh, if you're watching, what a legend. He's just sent me a picture on Facebook of me on the screen. And then one of my, I've got to mention Frank, right? Frank is an idiot. And every year, Frank does rubbish at FPL. Like, really bad. So his ranks, let's get his ranks up on the screen. He's been asking me to put him on the screen because he's beaten me this year, right? These are his ranks. He's going to get his limelight. Starting off with how awful he is. So these are Frank's ranks. He's awful. Look at this. He hasn't got higher than what? 3 million. Is this million? Yeah, these are millions. Apart from this one, 158k. So Frank is really bad at FPL. Alright, but we don't like Frank, okay? I can't get that through to you enough. We don't like Frank, but this year he is having a stormer. Which is annoying because he's awful, but he will not let me forget about it. So this is what he's on right now. He's ranked 1498. He's asking in Facebook chat, have I mentioned him? So yes, there you go. Now I've mentioned you, Frank. But we don't like Frank, alright? Just remember that. This is his team. So he's got Vardy. Basically, he captains... He likes to be different. He's had Ali for ages. He's had Ali way before Mourinho came in. He's captained him as well. He captained Sterling this week. So he had Vardy, didn't captain him. And he has still beaten me. Because he's already got Rashford. He had Aurier, Ali, Gazaniga in goal. He's going to get Kelly off his bench for Mane. So he still smashed it. So we want a weekly segment on Frank's ranks. That is catchy, but that ain't happening. He is not having that kind of limelight. He doesn't deserve it. If you want to check him out, though, you can check out his. Let me give his clothing company a plug in the stream. If you want to go and buy a T-shirt or something, or if you're in and around London, there you go. Go and check out Frank. That's Frank's company. How good am I at chess? I mean, thanks very much for the donation, by the way. I know the rules. Like, I know how it works, but that's about it. I'd love to take you to a movie about pirates and be my friend. Okay, interesting. Frank's better than me. He is, yeah. What's Frank's reasoning? See you later, Chris. Thanks very much. What's Frank's reasoning for his captain? Because he just likes to be different. Just likes to be different. All right, I think. Do I know if